Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Time for another Polish Yourself, Polish Your Gunpla update. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, Polish Yourself, Polish Your Gunpla is something I came up with a little while ago. It's kind of like a weight loss thing, but it allows me to work on both myself and my Gundams. But we're going to jump right into it and talk about the progress that that has been going on, because there's some good stuff there. Anyways, we are going to have visual references right here. So let's go. So to start off with weight loss side of things, as you can see, when I started, I was 304.6. Since then, I am down to, or as of my last weigh-in, I should say, I am down to 294 pounds. My first goal is to hit 290 pounds. I'm about 73% of the way there. The ultimate goal is to reach 250, but that's still a good bit of work, and this is just smaller steps to keep me motivated, you know? But I'm definitely happy. I'm definitely happy with the progress I've seen so far. And I'm super focused on hitting that next milestone. Now, I still have a few bad habits I'm working on, like overeating and stress eating. There's a constant issue for me. But I've learned that, you know, one bad day or bad week doesn't, you know, mean I failed at what I'm doing. It just means I need to recalibrate and focus. For example, as you look at this chart, you can see that on February 20th, I gained like 3.2 pounds that week. But the following week, I was right back on track and even kind of made some progress. So yeah, setbacks happen. It's all about bouncing back and keeping the focus though. Like I said, I'm on track to hit my 290 milestone. To be fair, I might make it within the next couple of weeks, depending on how things go. So, wish me luck. Once that hits, I'm going to be changing it up to maybe 10-pound increments until I get down to my goal weight, which is actually like my 3 kids' weight. So it'd be like before my wife started having children. I ate a lot while she was pregnant. I wish I was making that up. You'd have thought I was eating for 2. But anyways, now let's talk about the Gunpla, because, you know, that's the other half of Polish Yourself, Polish Your Gunpla. I had a goal originally set to build 13 kits this year. As you can see, I have now built 10 kits, so I am way ahead of schedule. I'm also probably pushing that up to 20 kits now. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to push it up to 20 kits now after this. And we'll see at the next update in about 3 months if I even need to push it further. Because to be fair, as it looks right now, I'm on point to, if I was able to keep this pace up and, you know, still keep pumping out kits, I'm on point to push out 40 kits this year. That's a lot. Like a lot. And you'll know how much in a few minutes. Because there's another sheet after this, or another slide that will explain why that's. Anyways, as for the color change on the sheet, I'm sure you notice it. Back in February on the 1st, I made a change to my setup. Now at the time, I was running 2 build racks before that. And my average build time was about 31.25 days for each kit. So about 31.25 days. After that, I dropped down to 1 rack. I was just using 1 big rack. It's up there now. You guys can't see it too well, but let me just pull it out and show it to you guys, because it's a bit of a beast. This is the build rack now. It holds the Gundams while I'm working on them, when they're painted, broken down, like the little hooks and stuff. Anyways, not the point. The point is that now I only run the 1 rack, and because of that, I'm usually only running 1 Gundam at a time. I did have a bit of an overlap, but that's because I finished 1 project and it just hadn't uploaded yet, while the other project was starting. But because of that, my build time has dropped down to 13.5 days per kit now. So the combined average is about 20.6 days per kit, and it's a heck of a thing, because it shows me, at least, that when I focus on something, I do a lot better than when I'm kind of multitasking. So yeah, definitely not going back to that multitasking thing unless I absolutely have to. Now, as for the next part, we're talking about the backlog. Now, I know this is a subject that's iffy for some people, but hear me out. my backlog goal is to make my backlog more manageable. No more than 10 kits at a time. Right now I am way over that, like almost 4 times over that. And there's more on the way. Now I've made a little bit of progress even with all the purchases this year, or so far this year that have come in. I've made a dent of about 1 kit in the backlog. But to be fair, that's with all the stuff I bought, so if I hadn't bought it all, I'd be a lot further down. So I still gotta balance the whole like buying new stuff and having stuff already there kind of thing. And I still have more stuff on the way. I'm not doing too good at this balancing act, I'm not gonna lie to you guys about it. I'm working on it, but you know, it needs some work. As you can see from the current backlog count in this screenshot, even with new purchases, like I said, I'm still showing a reduction. So overall, it's a win. But you can also see that there's not a lot in the backlog in terms of like, based on the numbers we were talking about earlier. So there's a very good chance that I could almost complete my backlog this year if I keep up the speed. I don't think I'll be able to keep up the speed, but if I do. Now with the new stuff that's coming in, I probably would have like maybe 10 kits left, so I might actually hit that goal of both the backlog and everything else this year. Which, to be fair, that's been a 2-year goal, and this would be year 2. So that would be kind of nice to actually make that goal instead of having to kick it further down the road. But we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. Anyways, that's it for today's updates. Like I said, I'm feeling really good about all the progress I've made. And I'm excited to keep pushing forward with my goals. I want to keep losing weight and get better at my Gundam builds. The weight loss is so I feel better. The Gundam builds is so I feel better about what I do. And like I said before, earlier in this video, we're going to check in another 3 months. There'll be another update then. That way we have a full 6-month data. I was going to do one at the beginning of March, but then I realized I'd only have 2 months data, and that wouldn't be a good register of where I'm at in this progress, because it would have only been 2 months instead of 3 months, and I wanted a quarter of the year because I wanted to do these quarterly. So yeah, that's why it's, you know, in April instead of when it was. That being said, right now I'm trying to be focused on staying consistent and adjusting things as needed, because I mean, like I said, I had that setback in February plus everything else. It's a lot. But I want to say thank you for being with me on this journey. I know it's not something that everybody's interested in, but I appreciate those who are sticking around for it. I really do. That being said, I need to get off here. I got other things I got to take care of today. But you guys stay sharp, stay creative, and keep building. Not just the kits, but each other. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one in about 3 months.